The following video contains the ultimate tank, providing your team with over 2.2 million bonus armor. They will praise you, like they should. Viewer discretion is advised.
Put him down.
Player to say that word.
Parkour!
Vital signs.
Oh my god, I almost died!
Power up.
All you guys take note, that's how you take down a motherfucker.
That's right!
Easy.
We've come a long, long way together. Through the hard times and the good. I have to celebrate you, baby. I have to praise you like I should.
Yo, this looks so nice.
but luckily...
Who's here to save him? No, I save him. He's dying.
Agent station C. Hunters incoming.
Bonus armor for everyone.
And then they lived happily ever after. Not a surprise ending, but at least we're done.
Plum here, g'day champions, how's it going, and welcome back to another Division 2 build video. Today we're going to be checking out a build that will get you praise from your whole team, like it should. It's a real MVP style of build. This is the ultimate tank build that can give everyone in your team over 2.2 million in bonus armor.
What did he say?
What? Surely not. Well champions, it's true. Over 2.2 million in bonus armor is bigger than massive.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving!
Along with that, we've got endless crowd control capability, and we also provide bonus damage to our team. Not to mention we have an insane amount of repair and regen from our gear set, basically giving us a constant beefy regen on top of our tanky ass.
Damn, boy, he's thick! Boy, that's a thick ass boy! Damn!
The way I've got mine set up is to support and make countdown easy for everyone, regardless of your SHD level. And with a few simple swaps of your mods, you can be legendary tank ready with 49% protection from elites. The build's just that versatile, but you will still keep that core power of providing that massive amount of bonus armor, no matter what difficulty you play at. I've been using this over the last couple of weeks and I've had so much positive feedback from the players that I've played with, so I just had to make this build video. A fun run and gun face tanking beast that gives over 2.2 million in bonus armor for everyone. Why wouldn't you want this build? But before we get stuck into the build, welcome back to all you amazing subscribers. If you are new to the channel and you're enjoying the content, you know what to do, pull your finger out and give that sub button a click. Make sure you engage with this video, a like, a share, a comment, it all helps with the magic and the wizardry of the YouTube algorithm. Doing all this stuff is going to help the channel and our amazing community grow. And don't forget to check me out on all my other socials including Twitch, Discord, Facebook, the works. All the links are in the description below. Righto champions, let's check out my ultimate tank build. No reds, 6 blues, no skill tiers, 2.2 million armor. That is crazy. And adding 2.2 million in bonus armor gives us an armor pool of over 4.4 million. It's a tank. We're going to be using 4 pieces of the Foundry gear set, which repairs us when we take damage. We also have 1 piece of Gilla and 1 of the Electric brand set. As you can see, it's a pretty simple layout. As I mentioned, I've got mine set up for countdown for those pesky hunters. But it's so versatile that you could stack more regen or even add crit to your build if you wanted to. For the specialization, I'm going to be using Survivalist. The main reason is it gives a 10% damage buff to targets with a status effect. We don't need to be the one applying the status effect, but our primary gun inflicts statuses endlessly. Survivalist also does give us a shared armor kit, which is handy. And we also get 10% protection from elites. So, like I mentioned, if you did want to adapt this to be a legendary tank build, stacking 3 protection from elites mods could give you up to 49% protection from elites. So really, it's 2 builds in one just by simply swapping your mods. For our primary weapon, we're going to be using the Scorpio shotgun.
This weapon fires debilitating venomous rounds inspired by the Scorpion, specifically Hottentotta. The weapon, developed in conjunction with DARPA, failed to get approval due to being in contravention of the Hague Convention of 1899.
This gun is amazing. We have upgraded this one a little bit, and if we had more resources, we could definitely max this one out, but at the moment, I don't. The gun is fully optimized, and we do get 12% damage to armor, which helps against NPCs with an armor pool. The talent on this one is called Septic Shock. Shooting a target applies stacks of venom which lasts 10 seconds. Increasing stacks adds more severe debuffs to that target. 1 shot is poison, 3 disorient, also known as confuse, and 6 is shock. At 7 stacks, the target will take an additional 20% damage from all sources. 2 of the 3 status effects that we can apply with this gun also proc the bonus armor from our backpack talent. So while we're shooting and slowing down or stopping NPCs completely, we're also providing everyone in our team with bonus armor. Now the duration of the status effect is based off the amount of pellets hit on that applying shot. Speccing into status effect on your build won't improve this. It's only going to impact the status from the skills you use or your fire nade. Spamming this shotgun is endless crowd control for you and your team, and in turn that equals endless bonus armor. The debuffs from the Scorpio also stack. So if multiple players are using the Scorpio, you can hit that damage buff faster. This can also be pretty annoying at times, because if another player lands that confuse or shock status, you miss out on proccing your backpack talent for that bonus armor. But personally, that's where I could just use a skill if needed, or I start shooting a different NPC. For my secondary weapon, I've got an MK16 with Sledgehammer. It's not essential on the build, but it is a talent that's handy to have. Sledgehammer will make your marked targets take 30% more damage and decreases their movement by 20%. And for the pistol, I've gone with a TDI card. A free skill tier is always handy for your skill cooldowns. And the talent that we've got here is Perpetuation. Headshots grant 50% status effect damage and duration. So you can't proc this talent and then swap back to your Scorpio, because you do need this gun in your hand. So this is only going to really work with your skills or with your fire nades on this build. Righto, now let's check out the gear on the build. First up, we've got our Foundry Mask. Foundry gives us 10% total armor, 1% regen, 50% shield health, and makeshift repair. Whenever you or your shield takes damage, 20% of that amount is repaired to both over 15 seconds. This repair and regen is what you saw kick in at those crazy moments while I was getting slapped up by those hunters. Keep in mind that armor regen also scales with the amount of bonus armor that we have, so the more bonus armor and the more armor we have, the higher our regen can be. For our attributes, I've gone with max armor, hazard protection, and I've got a disrupt mod. I've made this one specifically to counter those hunters' jammers and other EMPs throughout countdown. That way I can make sure that I can proc all that bonus armor whenever I want to. If you were going to be using this for legendary, you could swap that hazard protection to regen or even crit. Now I have expertise this to 11%. Level 11 is the max level that you can get before starting to use exotic components. If you do have the spare resources, I recommend doing this. The more armor that you have on this build, the more bonus armor you're going to get. Now if my dodgy mathematics is right and you had everything expertise to level 23, you'd be over 2.3 million. But that is a lot of resources and especially exotic components for such little return. For the chest piece, we've got the named Gilla or Hilligard, the Point Man. The brand set bonus gives us 5% total armor, we've got max armor, hazard protection, regen, and another disrupt mod. And again, we've got this one expertise to level 11. The talent's called Perfect Vanguard. Deploying your shield makes it invulnerable for 5 seconds and grants 50% of your armor as bonus armor to all other allies for 20 seconds. And it's got a 25-second cooldown. Plum, you're shield reliant. Shut up. The talent calls for a shield, so literally you have to use one. This works amazing with the Foundry gear set, because the damage that us or our shield takes will repair our shield or us. Because of our hazard protection, we're going to be immune to disrupt. So the Hunter's Jammers or EMP Jammers won't be able to stop us at any point from proccing this and giving bonus armor to everyone. For the holster, we've gone with Foundry as well, so we've got max armor and max hazard protection. Now, this one I splurged on, and I took it to expertise 21. I'm also using this one on a PvP build at the moment, so I did just want to push it to see how much I could get from the setup. This is a bit of a waste though, but if you are going to max out the expertise on any of your gear, make sure it's a piece that you can use on multiple builds. That way, it's kind of worth it in the long run. For our knee pads, they're Foundry as well. We've got Max Armor, Hazard Protection, and this is another one that I did upgrade to Expertise 21. And the last piece of Foundry are our gloves, which have Max Armor, Max Hazard Protection, and we've upgraded these ones to level 11. And the final piece on the build is our Lavoisier backpack. The electric brand set gives us 10% status effect. Remember, this doesn't apply to the Scorpio's status. We have Max Armor, Hazard Protection, Status Effect, and a Disrupt mod. I would have preferred the combination of Hazard Protection and Regen here, but this is one that I already had, and I do like to reuse some of my pieces on different builds. It does save a bit of time grinding and farming for that perfect one. The talent here is Perfect Galvanize. Applying a blind, ensnare, confuse, or shock to an enemy grants 50% of your armor as bonus armor to you and all your allies within 30 meters of the enemy for 10 seconds. The Scorpio is going to give us confuse and shock, so it's really easy to just shoot and proc this all the time. So we get 50% from Perfect Vanguard and 50% from Perfect Galvanize. That's 100% of our armor as bonus armor for everyone. That's over 2.2 million in bonus armor. That's MVP status. Righto, so that's the build and the skills that you want to use. 100%, it's got to be the shield to proc Vanguard. The smaller Crusader shield is better, so you can keep using the Scorpio. Shields also scale to core armor, so this one's pretty tanky as well. And our Foundry gear set's also going to repair us and our shield at the same time when us or our shield take any damage. And for the second skill, I like the Riot Foam. It's going to immobilize hostiles, and the ensnare status also will proc Galvanize, providing everyone with bonus armor. It's cheesy, but it's simple. Righto then, fine print time, the stat sheet. Our crits are pretty basic. We've got a little bit of weapon damage. We're at 25% all weapon damage and 30% shotgun damage. This would increase more if our Scorpio was expertised more. But the main stats, it's our armor. And there you go, over 2.2 million, just. If you want to waste a shit ton of resources and expertise everything on this build to 23, you'll be over 2.3 million. We do have a little bit of regen on the build, and this does scale when we have bonus armor. We've got 10% protection from elites from our survivalist, so again, if you did want to stack protection from elites mods, you could get up to 49%. We've got 70% hazard protection across the board, but our disrupt is at 99.9. Anything above 95.8 and you'll be immune. With some pretty simple tweaks to this build, you could go for crits, or you can go regen, and you can also then stack that protection from elites. So that's the build, champions. Be the MVP. Your low level teammates will be praising you, and even the sweaty glass cannon players will be saying, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. That's a lot of bonus armor. Over 2.2 million in bonus armor that's available just by shooting an enemy and whipping out your shield every now and then. The build's so easy to make, super easy to use, and it's a lot of bloody fun. So what do you reckon? Are you going to be a champion and have a crack at my ultimate tank build? What modifications would you make? Let me know down below. So that's going to wrap it up for this one, champions, and like always, show your content creators your support, like, share, comment, and subscribe. All this kind of stuff really does help support myself and the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next one. I'm Plum out.